All right, it's time for the second date update right now. Commercial-free New Country, 99.5 QYK. We were trying to help out Jeff this morning. He reached out to us. He seemed a little bummed out, which I get because he hasn't heard from this girl, Holly, and he thought they really hit it off.
Yeah, and he said, she laughed at my jokes. And then you obviously asked, hey, what's the second date talked about? And he said, she said she would talk to him later. But that wasn't really set in stone, so obviously something's going on here. And
yeah, so we have Holly on the phone right now with us. She's agreed to talk to us. Let's bring her on. Holly, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, Holly, thanks for doing this. I know you're probably not the most excited about it. We do agree. We do appreciate you taking the time just to talk to us for a second. We'll just get right after it here. We want to talk to you about a date you went on, and this date happened to be with a guy named Jeff.
Okay, what about it?
Well, we heard that you guys had a great date at Carrabba's, and he thought that you guys really hit it off, and you were laughing at his jokes, and you guys had a lot in common, and it was an easy conversation. But since then, he's reached out a few times and has heard nothing back from you, and is just kind of confused on what's going on. So we thought we'd ask you, what's going on? Why are you not getting back to this guy? He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's a nice guy, but I think Jeff was a little bit misleading his information, about the housing situation. He said that he had a couple of roommates, but then when I started asking him about it, he told me he's living with his parents, actually. And I'm talking a guy that is almost 40 years old. So I think that's a deal breaker for me. So
wait, before the date, he said he had roommates. And then when you got on the date, he revealed that those roommates are actually his parents?
Exactly, yeah. We were talking about, our daily activities and all that, and I asked him, hey, what about your roommates? Do you do things together? And he was like, oh yeah, my roommates are my parents, they're cool. And I'm like, what? You're still living with your parents? So yeah, no, I got disappointed, I think. Yeah.
All right. Well, I can see how that would be a little bit of a twist for you. I mean, hey, you got roommates. No, they're actually my parents. Actually, I kind of think it's funny the way he described them. All right, Holly, here's the deal. We have Jeff on the phone with us, and I want to bring him back on because maybe we can get some clarification on this. Can you hang on 1 second for me?
Okay.
All right. Jeff, you there?
Hey.
Hey, man. So is that kind of how you laid things out? I mean, your roommates are your parents?
I mean, they're technically my roommates. I was going to tell her. I just thought maybe like the second date we'd get more personal.
Okay. Well, I mean, you obviously told her on the first date, though.
Well, I know that's not like the first thing you want to tell someone is I live with my parents. So like I just wanted to ease into it. I thought she'd understand. Maybe.
I don't think you have to lie about that. Because I had to ask you. Then you told me you were living with your parents, and I think that
told you.
Yeah, that's not cool. Well, like you are old enough to have your own place right now. Because I want a man. I don't want a boy.
Oh, I'm a man. But I'm telling you, I have a separate entrance. Like it's like if you have an apartment and you have like different entrances to the same building, like. You wouldn't even see them a lot, and it's private, and they're just it's like my landlord roommate. I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, people love my parents.
But yeah, but that's not the point. I mean, I'm sure they're cool, but they are not your roommates, and I think you're misrepresenting yourself by saying that. Because you're 40 and you're still living with your parents, and that's enough.
Jeff, have you ever lived outside the house?
I mean, I've stayed with friends before, but no. I mean, it. I'm telling you, it's such a perfect place for me. Like, it's close to work, and like I said, I have like my own private space. They have their own private space. So no, I mean, I grew up there, but I definitely like changed rooms. So now it's like more of like my own, section, like the converted area, like. you know, it's not like we're gonna be sleeping with my stuffed animals.
Right. Okay, Holly, let me ask you a question. So it sounds like this is kind of his living situation, and is this going to be something that's going to be a deal breaker for you, though, like where you can't look past it at all? Because you did say he was a nice guy.
Yeah, but yeah, no. For me, that's a red flag right there. Yeah, no. I have no interest in seeing Jeff again.
All right.
Well, that's okay.
Well, Jeff, I'll give you the last word here, man.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say that's a bummer. My parents are really excited to meet her, and I don't know. I think a girl that I date should like my parents. So I don't know. That's a deal breaker for me.
Okay.
Oh man.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I'm sorry it's not going to work out between the two of you. I do appreciate you both coming on. You guys have a great day. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
I don't think he got what she was trying to say.
No, he did not.
And she was a little quiet and soft-spoken, but the fact that he still lives at home and is almost 40 was a deal breaker for her, obviously. But he never understood why that would be a deal breaker. He just said, "Hey, I got great parents. I love it. It's close to work, and it's all good."
He has his own entrance.
That's what he kept saying.
That's
They got their own space. They got their own space. And my roommates. It is what it is. Oh man, whose side are you on this one? Would you have? Would this have been a deal breaker for you, or would you have been okay with this? 800-992-1099. 800-992-1099.